Your meaning could be a little more obvious. Gabrielle permitted Dwayne to connect with men. Ciao. It's a wild opportunity to be alive. So you all skill a couple of days back, we were hit by news that Gabrielle and Dwayne were isolating over Dwayne's betrayal. While the fresh insight about their partition has gotten into a tricky situation on how wild their marriage is. Also, one of the claims that continues to come up again and again is the means by which Dwayne goes either way, and Gabby had some awareness of it. Presently, in the event that you didn't have the foggiest idea, Dwayne and Gabrielle's relationship itself began in a dubious manner. The pair met in 2007. While they were both secured with various accomplices, and reports began flying that they were undermining their accomplices' news, which the two of them denied. In any case, a couple of months after the fact, Gabrielle parted ways with her man and shockingly, Dwayne sought legal separation from his better half and made the relationship official when Dwayne's separation was concluded. While it is no news that Dwayne was a chronic miscreant, his ex Savon guaranteed he gave her a sexually transmitted disease while they were hitched. What's more, get this, he was likewise uncovered a few times for undermining Gabrielle too. However, I suppose Dwayne's duping ways were known in their circle, since even Shaquille O'Neal spilled the tea that he was going behind Gabrielle Union's back with Lauren London. At any rate, Talk and Dwayne separated in 2013 and they made up a couple of months after the fact. However, during the time they were separated, Dwayne got Asia Metoyer pregnant and he uncovered that he was unnerved to let Gabrielle know that he had a child on her. Plunk down and have a discussion and to tell her that something had occurred beyond the relationship or losing the finals. Way harder to have a discussion with my now spouse. He guarantees that it's perhaps of the most troublesome thing that he has at any point finished in his life. Since Gabrielle had battles with richness prior to having her little girl Kavya through surrogacy. What I actually see as so bizarre right up till now is the way that he continued on so quick when they were on their break and had an entire child on her and kid. We haven't started to expose what's underneath on how bizarre their marriage is, and that carries us to every one of the reports that have been around Dwayne for such a long time. Supposedly Dwayne, host, gay and pleasure seeker parties with his significant other Gabrielle Union. Furthermore, how about we be genuine, this isn't whenever we first heard something to that effect occurring in Hollywood. There have been heaps of VIPs who host been blamed for facilitating wild gatherings. At any rate, for Dwayne and Gabrielle, Dwayne Wade's previous colleague Noble Richard spilled some tea. Nobleman uncovered that he began working with Dwayne in light of the fact that he had a decent open picture, and fans saw him as the following Michael Jordan. However, when they began working, he found a very surprising character from what general society knew. He had a subsequent life, which was unique, and he uncovered that Dwayne utilized a condo, a 4-room put on the main floor of a skyscraper to have wild grown-up gatherings with his escort during his most memorable marriage. In any case, at some point, he got a call from one of the cleaning administrations who cleaned the loft after the gatherings, and what he saw was nauseating. The condo was destroyed and disgusting, and there was proof that a wild party had occurred there. Also, learn to expect the unexpected. As per what Richard accumulated from the cleaning team, it wasn't whenever he first uncovered that the gatherings happened over 2 times per week, and depicting the scene he said he saw utilized condoms on the floor of the rooms. Clear indications of exercises on every one of the beds, void champagne and hard alcohol bottles, almost completed dolls and half-eaten food decaying on tables and furniture. What's significantly really intriguing about what Richard said was that Dwayne additionally took Gabrielle to those gatherings, and she was completely mindful of what was happening. Nobleman was not by any means the only individual who had some awareness of the grown-up themed parties Dwayne and Gabrielle tossed, in light of the fact that Puma Wright likewise uncovered them for something almost identical. She showed up in a web recording where she uncovered that she conversed with a welcomed craftsman to one of those gatherings. She uncovered that the craftsman said everything was cool until they returned, and he saw loads of youthful folks generally bare in the house. They ain't doing as much, I surmise now, since they're going downhill. I get it, just moved over to the White House. energy moves, saying that since I'm not saying that on account of their trans little girl. I'm saying that in view of the craftsman that I just addressed, in the relatively recent past that got welcome to a party at their home. Everything was cool front and center till they went to the back, and there was a lot of old and young men back there, all in the Wade house. One more VIP who has straightforwardly discussed Dwayne and Gabrielle pleasure-seeker bits of gossip is Boozy. Presently, we as a whole know Zaya, Dwayne's child from his past marriage, declared that he was changing to a female. This news didn't go down well with Boozy on the grounds that he accepts Zaya was excessively youthful to pursue the choice, and Dwayne was constraining it. I got to express something about this poo, broski. Dwayne Wade, you gone excessively far. Now that is a male, a 12-year-old at 12. They don't actually have the foggiest idea. They don't actually have the foggiest idea what their next dinner going to be. They don't eat. They don't have sorted out yet. Boozy's video didn't go down well with the lots, and they encouraged him to bring down the video. In a meeting, Boozy resolved the issues and clarified that he in no way wanted to apologize. I ain't saying sorry in light of the fact that I ain't said nothing out of sorts. I feel, kids can't go with choices like that at that age. Also, I simply have faith in conventional qualities, there's nothing more to it. Then, at that point, Gabrielle answered to Boozy, saying, he's so engrossed, it's practically similar to thou doth fight a lot of little liquor. You got a ton of D at the forefront of your thoughts, sir. Something you need to feel free to tell us? This is a protected spot. We can be your safe haven. Boozy thought about the answer literally and he came for Gabrielle on Twitter. He said, the entire world realizes I love ladies and the world realizes your better half loves D. I want to believe that you don't think blacks take a gander at you all like a power couple. They don't really. I wouldn't discuss you all in interviews. Furthermore, here you go. Go bang with him in that D. Look out for a content, you white young lady. Boozy transparently blaming him for being via virtual entertainment was no joking matter. Also, what is more astounding is neither Dwayne nor Gabrielle has emerged to deny the cases. Furthermore, do you all recall when a visually impaired thing that made rounds that read this previous top-notch NBA player says on travels, he used to lay down with his in or more rundown colleague, who is likewise now resigned with the two men are hitched to ladies and kid. The web was certain that it was about Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Likewise, we as a whole skill Gabrielle said that she ate Dwayne's food. No doubt, indeed, in the event that this is all truly obvious and in addition to a wild gossip, what makes this truly insane is that Gabrielle had some awareness of it and permitted Dwayne to connect with men, and individuals online have a ton to say.